Hi, I'm Emily, and this is a short post-run yoga video. So we're going to stretch out the legs and the hips as well as the shoulders, which can become quite tense when we're running. You don't need anything for this video other than possibly a yoga block or a book. You might find this useful. All right, let's get started. So we'll start in downward facing dog. So curling the toes under, reaching the tailbone high to the sky. And we'll begin to pedal out the heels. So nice and slowly reaching each heel towards the mat. So really stretching out the backs of the legs. And then really rolling your feet here. So coming onto the toes. Feeling a bit of a massage for the bottoms of the feet. From here, we're going to come up high on the toes and then draw your knees down towards the mat. Inhale to lift back up. Just a couple more rounds here. Awesome, and then just finding stillness. We're going to step the right leg to the top of the mat for a low lunge. So just checking out that your front knee is just above the ankle. And you have a few options here. You can keep your fingertips on the mat, or you can bring your hands up to your front thigh. Or if you want a bit of extra height, you can take a book or a block, just giving you some more height, allowing you to keep your back nice and straight, sinking into those hips. Just a couple more breaths here. And then we're going to shift the hips back, so straightening the front leg. And you can just walk your front heel up a little bit. Your hips to come just above your back knee. And starting with your front toes on the mat. So really engaging your front thigh. Feeling a stretch here, a bit on the hamstrings, and then also on the shin and the top of the foot. Just a few long breaths. And then feel free, if you like, to flex that foot, bringing the toes up towards the ceiling. And then feel free to alternate. So exhale to point the toe, inhaling to flex, just moving through both variations. Awesome, coming back into your lunge. And then you're going to heel toe that right foot to the right edge of the mat, bringing both hands to the inside of that right foot. Just allowing your hip to open up here. You can maybe bring your hands to your block, or maybe bring your elbows down, just finding what feels good for you. And then you can either just stay in any of those options, or you can bring your right hand to your right thigh, opening up your chest just slightly towards the right. And then maybe bending that back leg, holding on to the top of that back foot for a quad stretch. So exhale to release. Just bring that block away, bringing the front foot back to center. Coming to a high lunge and then stepping back into downward dog. Pedaling out the heels once again. And then from here, we'll step the left foot forward. Same thing on this side. So just sinking your hips down towards the mat, coming into whatever variation feels good. Maybe closing the eyes, focus on relaxing your hips. And then from here, straightening the front leg, drawing your hips back, scooting that front heel up a little bit, and then pointing that toe down towards the floor, making sure your front thigh is engaged. And then coming back into your lunge, heel toeing your left foot to the left edge of the mat, bringing your hands on the inside. Just taking a moment to feel that opening of the left hip. And then if you want to take it a little bit deeper, bringing the left hand to your left thigh, lifting the chest towards the left. And then maybe bending the back leg, holding on to the top of the back foot. Exhale to release, bringing that front foot back to center, curling the toes, and then coming back to downward dog. One last time, pedaling out the heels. And then we're gonna sit on our, come onto our knees and sit back onto our heels. Keeping the toes curled under, we're gonna have a toe stretch. So if at any time it becomes too much, you can just uncurl the toes. It can be a pretty intense stretch. So we're also gonna work into the shoulders here. So extending your arms beside you, bringing your right arm on top of the left and holding opposite shoulder blades. You're going to press your elbows away from you, feeling your shoulder blades separating. You can either stay right here if you want to come into eagle arms. You can bring your forearms together, palms touch, keeping your elbows in line with the shoulders, forearms at 90 degrees. And on your exhale, release. Arms come out, this time left arm on top of right. Finding your shoulder blades, taking your elbows out. And then maybe finding your eagle arms. You might have to come off the feet. And then exhale to release. Just a couple shoulder rolls back. And then we're just gonna do a bit of a neck stretch here. So bringing your right ear towards your right shoulder. And then left ear to left shoulder. Coming back to center, chin down to chest. Maybe interlacing the fingers behind your head. Gently pressing down. And then inhaling back up. We're going to walk forward, come onto our belly. Just bringing your right ear to the mat. Letting your arms come down by your sides. And then we're going to come for a quad stretch here. So bending the left leg, holding onto the top of the foot, and drawing your foot towards your left glute. Pressing both hips into the mat. Exhale to release, bringing your left ear to the mat, bending the right leg, pressing your hips down to the mat and drawing your right foot in towards your right glute. Releasing here, and then flipping over onto your back. We're gonna come into our 4-figure stretch. So bringing your right ankle to your left thigh. Gently bringing your right knee away from your chest. And then you can either stay right here or lifting your left knee up and then interlacing your fingers behind the left thigh, drawing that thigh in towards you. Exhale to release, bringing the right foot down, left ankle to your right thigh, opening up, bringing that knee away from you, and then maybe drawing that right thigh up towards your chest. Exhale to release. And then finally we'll end with sleeping butterfly, bringing the soles of the feet together, knees come out wide. Maybe just resting your arms down by your sides or bringing them up overhead to open up the shoulders. We'll just end here with 5 breaths.